Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In my recent video I've shown you how to clip images into background, and I've also shown you how to blend or max images into shapes. And I also said we'll be using a practical example. We'll be doing a practical example. So in this video we are going to design this flyer, and we'll be applying the principles or the methods that I've shown you in the recent videos into this particular flyer. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. What I'm going to do is to plan how I am going to design this flyer. Already I've imported some of the materials that I used, and because I have shown you how to clip images or max images into shapes already, I will not be showing that part. I might be forwarding it. So if you want to watch the video on how to max images into shape, like these 5 images over here, go and watch my previous video and come back and watch this one. Now let's get to business. The first thing I'm going to do now is to start masking the images into this shape. Alright, so we are done with the clipping. So the next thing we have to do is to bring in our background. I'm going to bring and start manipulating the background here. So the colors that I use for the background is this color combination here. I use the first one here. So let me just show you in the gradient section. So I'll come and click on this first tab here, and I'll go to color picker. Now I'll come and click on this first color. You can see this first color here. Yeah. So this is what I'm using for the first part, and I am using this for the second part, the second color, this particular one. I'm using it for the second color. Then I will now rotate it with something like this. This is not okay for me, so I'll make it a bit clearer. Alright, I think this is okay. Let me go and hide this and take a closer look at it. So yeah, I think this is okay. So what is the next thing we have to do? Let me take a look at this picture. Alright, so I'm going to bring the image onto the screen. So I'm going to bring this image onto the screen, and I think this position is perfect for me. Yes, this position is okay for me, and the size too is alright. So what's the next thing I'm going to do? I'm going to bring the clipped image onto the screen. So I'm going to lock this and bring the clipped image onto the screen. So I'm going to do this without looking at the previous work. So we are just trying to make something that looks exactly or close to the original design. I think this is okay for me. I'm going to use a stroke here for the shape. I'm going to change the color to this particular color, this one. Yeah. So I'll come and click on it, then I'll increase the stroke a bit. Yes. So I think this is okay. I'll increase the size a bit. Now I would like to minimize the size of this girl a bit so that I can get more space to work with. So I'll bring it down a bit here, and I'll send it to the top like this. I'm going to bring the second one to on board, which is this one. So I'm going to minimize this one to send it to this side. So let me bring this a bit here, send the other one to the other side. So I'm going to repeat the same stroke effect for this one. I'm going to enable the stroke, select the color, and increase the stroke width. I think this is okay. Then I'm going to lock this one too. Lock this one and bring the third image onto the board. I'm going to reduce the size again. So I'll play with this so that it fits into the edges of each other. I'm going back to this image right here. Then I'll try as much as possible to make the side of the edges at least close to equal. Alright, I think this is okay. Then I'll come to this one and bring it right here. First, let me increase the stroke for this one too. Then select the color, increase the stroke here. Then I'll try and increase the size a bit. Alright. And I'm going to the move tool, and I'll use the move tool to adjust it to fit into this space. Then let me bring another picture. Don't know if I should reduce this one a bit and this one too a bit. So it means I have to reduce this one too. Right, so let me reposition them. Sorry. Reduce the size of this one and I'll bring it close. No, it's not fitting into it. Increase it. Now increase this one. Alright, this is okay. So let me bring the next of the clipped image onto the working space. The next one I'm going to bring is this one, and I'll bring it down a bit. I'm going to use only 4 of these. I did 5 actually, but I'm going to use only 4. Alright. Let's make this one smaller. Send it to the back. So I'll send this one to the back. Then I'll go and increase the stroke, enable the stroke, and change the stroke color, and also increase it to something like 4. It's okay. Then I'll come back to my move tool and then move it. Alright, so this is a bit okay. Then the next thing I have to do is to go and bring the shape, this shape over here. Let me take a closer look. The white shape over here. So I'm just going to bring a shape on board, then we start manipulating the shape to look or to blend the image here. blend this image here. Okay, so I'm bringing this square shaped white shape here. So I'll try as much as possible to send it to the top like this. Then I will send it to the back. So after sending it to the back, I'm coming to play with it in a way that it will come a cut along the bigger image here. So I'm going to use the max tool to do that. So like I said, the max tool is very effective in doing all these stuff. So I'm going to move it here. Then I'll start adjusting it. Let me reduce the size first, and I'll move it, reduce the size again, and I'll move it. Now I'll start adjusting it here. So this is what I'm trying to do. Let me look at this again. Alright, so bring this side down. Now bring this side close to this. Bring it down a bit. Let me move it to this end. Make this one go up like this, and I'll move it back. Please pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, I think this is close to what I want. Yes, I think this will be close to what I wanted. Okay, I will enable it and send this image here right to the back. This one, I'll send it to the back and see how it looks. Okay, it's almost looking like what I needed, but not exactly. So I'll go back to the mask tool, then I'll bring it down a bit, and I'll start adjusting this side and this side. I believe something like this is fine. Yeah, something like this is fine. So let me enable it and see how it looks like. Okay, compare it. Alright, it's almost the same. So now all we are left with is the text. We just bring the text on board and we are done. sorry for that. So I'm trying to adjust the image or increase the image a bit. Let me send it to the front page. Alright, so guys, we are almost done. So what is left is the text. We are going to bring the text on board and we are through to go. So I will not be using the same font that I used in the previous design, the original design actually. So I'm just going to try and make it look some other style, okay? But all you need to know is this shaping and blending effects and how to arrange the texts. So I'm just going to bring the texts on board now. Alright guys, so we are done with the flyer design and I've added the text to the flyer now and everything is set. All I need to do is to bring down the shape a bit for a balance. So I'm going to do that and that will be it. So if you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification button. Thank you very much for watching this video, and if you find it helpful, do the needful.